let's face it, they can be really gross. And often we don't talk about them. But with Clint Howard from Tulsa Fitness Systems, we're going to talk about what's inside your sneakers in honor of you didn't know it was Foot Health Awareness Month, did you? Well, now you do. And Tara's here from Tulsa Fitness System, too, to help us out. Clint, how are you, man?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. It's good to see you. So let's talk about feet. We don't talk about feet enough, and they take a beating.
They do. The main thing, remember, your feet are one thing that separates the ground from your rest of your body. So they provide support, shock absorption, and all the pressure goes to your feet. So it's just, you have to do preventive measures. It's shown that 72% of people don't exercise because of foot issues, foot pain.
Wow.
Or if they do exercise, it can affect performance when you're working out if you have ankle mobility issues and foot issues.
Sure, and if everybody knows when you've hurt your heel or something like that, you don't want to do anything. But also stinky feet is another thing. We've been talking a lot about this. So let's figure out what we can do to make these feet healthy.
Yeah, and I've got Tara here, so we're going to show a couple things here. One thing is good shoes. That's the first thing. Always have good shoes for some good support. Actually, we're going to show a couple things you can do at your desk at work. You can, if you're seated, or if you have issues getting up and down off the floor like an older person.
Sure.
So first thing, we have a massage stick here, and so this is going to be to help massage tightness restrictions in the ankles. Okay, so there's a lot of muscles that come down through your ankles here, down through your calves that come down. So if you have restrictions here, it can affect what we call dorsiflexion and plantar flexion, which is kind of a chain reaction. If you have tightness there and restrictions, it affects everything else above your body when you start to move. So you would do that. We call this search and destroy. So you do this for like 30 seconds up to a minute or two, and you'll find a little tightness or hot spots, and then just kind of dig that in and hold it. So same songs.
Does that hurt, Tara?
It hurts so good.
Ah, there you go.
It's like you're getting a massage, basically. Massaging. So you can use a foam roller, the same thing. This works really good on the calves, though, the massage stick.
I like that.
Okay, so that's one thing. Also, you can use a tennis ball or like a golf ball, and this is going to work the fascia on the bottom of your feet. So this is really good for preventing plantar fasciitis, which is very common.
Yes.
And again, just the fascia on the bottom of your feet can get really tight, restricted, any kind of pain you may have down your arches.
And do you want to press really hard on it, or do you want to sort of
this is when you might want to stand up sometimes to apply more pressure. So you just roll around and apply pressure there. And it feels really good, too.
But I love this is something you can do at your desk, or if you're older and you don't want to get up.
You do at home watching TV, very simple, but you do it, it actually feels really good. And then one more thing, so we want to have some stretching. So we like to use a resistance band, so you could actually stretch and strengthen at the same time. So the band applies resistance here, so now you can strengthen the muscles around your ankles, your calves, and then you just want to move in different directions. That's inversion, eversion, dorsiflexion, plantar flexion. So you're just getting better mobility in your ankles. If you ever had any kind of injuries to your feet or ever sprained your ankle, you're going to have mobility issues, and it's real common, and that can affect your squatting pattern, any kind of movement patterns. So this really helps loosen that up.
Well done. Good, nice feet there, Tara.
Thanks.
Thank you, Clint. This is good. It'll help keep your feet less stinky and healthy so you can get out and actually use that tennis ball and exercise. For more about keeping fit, Tulsa Fitness Systems, go to our website, greatdaygreencountry.com.